Hi, this is Dr. Laurence, and I just saw this television show called Dr. Oz. And if you don't know who Dr. Oz is, he's the sort of the medical doctor on Oprah, and he was made famous by Oprah Winfrey. And what's interesting, I was just flipping channels, and I just happened to see that he was on, so I thought, hey, I've never seen this before, and let's take a look at what he has to say. And the segment that I actually watched was the one on aspirin. He said it was the miracle drug that he said that everybody should be on, and is the cheapest drug that's available. And that was the advertising before the commercial, and I thought, that's interesting. I wonder if it's going to be like something like fish oil or maybe probiotics or something like that. But as a non-medicated drug. But no, it actually turned out to be aspirin. And I thought it was very interesting because, here's a guy a lot of people respect and millions of people around the world listen to. And I think he has it wrong. I think, basically he just said that aspirin is great for reducing breast cancer, reducing not just headaches, but actually great for the brain, for circulation, thins the blood, and actually stops bowel cancer. Now that all may be true, and I'm not saying that they are, but I mean they may be true from evidence. But the problem is this: what he doesn't specify in that whole segment on his show is he never talks about any side effects. No, there's no talking about how aspirin actually thins the blood too much, or it could actually create some drastic health issues. It doesn't talk about how aspirin actually has well known for causing gastric bleeding in the stomach. Yeah, you may reduce aspects of thinning the blood, but you also create a whole havoc of problems that are going through the body. So here's my take on it. And this is just, I just decided to do this video because I just felt it was strongly enough that I think people need to understand. When you listen to advice, whether it be from a reputable source, from a doctor, I think you need to, even for myself, you need to question whether or not it actually makes sense. Does it make sense to you that our body's best way to deal with health is to take a pill for it? What about changing your diet? What about changing your lifestyle? Having a chiropractic adjustment to get the nervous system functioning properly? What about eating properly, eating more raw fruit, vegetables, or eating more veggies in the first place, eating less grain to decrease inflammation in your body? What about exercising properly? All of those to help lower cholesterol, help lower the blood pressure, whatever the goal may be. You're eating a diet, or not a diet, but a lifestyle that is healthier for you, where you're exercising properly, you're getting your chiropractic adjustments, you're eating properly, you're living a lifestyle, you have a lifestyle without stress in your life, or reduction of stress. And when you live a healthy lifestyle is when you can actually create a life of energy and a life of health and vitality. And that is when you can prevent problems. That is when you can utilize that energy to heal itself. Your body doesn't necessarily, we're built to take care of ourselves. We don't need more medication unnecessarily. I don't think that a prescription of everybody over 40 should be taking 2 baby aspirins a day is the solution. I think the solution should be, let's evaluate where we are. I think the solution, and then figure out if we need to change or modify our lifestyle and start reducing that first. If and when all of that has failed, which typically will take care of the majority of the problem. If all of that has failed, then look into how medication actually can help you and help the general public. My problem here is not about the medication. My problem is generically for Dr. Oz to say, all people about 40 years old should be taking 2 baby aspirins a day. I think it's a bit, I think it's wrong to suggest that. And more importantly, if you are going to suggest that, or someone should suggest that, I think we need to look at whether or not there's any side effect on that particular medication or that prescription. So that's my take on it. But here's my point. My main point you need to take away from this is that if you're not living the life that you think that you deserve in terms of vitality and energy and health and mobility, then let's talk about how we can modify your lifestyle. Let's talk about just modifying, maybe just minor changes on some of the foods that you may be taking that may be causing inflammation. What about taking some of the foods that are actually causing you to cause more irritation and reducing those, and really create a diet or lifestyle of health and vitality, eating foods that are full of life and eating properly in the right proportions. Then we can talk about how we can exercise properly, and then talking about how your body can have that brain-body connection through chiropractic care. I think that's the better solution. That's my rants for the week, or the take of the week, and this is Dr. Laurence Tham.